Do you see a difference between this building and this one? What about these two? And this? Okay, last one, I promise. Let's talk about something we've lost. Architecture used to be more than just walls and roofs. It had mystery, beauty, identity, even magic. Somewhere along the way, in the name of efficiency, we have neglected our human need for wonder. This house is my attempt to bring some of it back. When you saw the title of this video, you probably guessed where I'm heading with all of this. If we want to explore magic in architecture, where better to start than in a world built in Harry Potter series? Yes, I'm millennial and Harry Potter will always have a very special place in my heart. But, going back to the video, the magic isn't just the design. It's in the stories, the characters, and the homes that reflect them. Take Ron Weasley's house, the Burrow. It's chaotic, full of love and life, just like the Weasley's family. It's not just a house, it's a character. This is where I started my own exploration. How can we translate the feeling of wonder that you get from the Burrow into something modern, something real? And yes, I get my hands on the technical drawings from the movie, but it turns out they were more magic than reality, so I had to make my own set of drawings. I took one of the facades as a starting point. Fireplace at the heart, 6 levels, 9 family members. It all sounds chaotic, but it's part of the charm. The house evolves, it grows, just like the family. The concept of continuous growth is something that many architects, including myself, appreciate a lot in architecture. Following this rule, I forced myself to design a house in 3 stages, so the house grows naturally as the family gets bigger. Picture Molly and Arthur moving in with their first child. The house starts modestly with 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and an open living space centered around a cozy fireplace. As the family grows, they add first large extension. This allows them to open up the ground floor and increase number of bedrooms from 2 to 4, and add 1 more bathroom, giving more comfort for the bustling household. Finally, 5 kids later, they do it again. They add 1 more extension with the master bedroom at the bottom, Ron's room in the middle, and at the very top, an attic, perfect for some guests. The recipe seems simple, but it works. More extensions, more bedrooms, more warmth. Throughout all of it, the house becomes this sprawling, charming maze, and it retains its magic. And the question is, how? Form follows function, sure, but what about wonder? What about wonder? Look at the original Burrow. Its form is a little bit ridiculous, right? But that's what makes it exciting. 3 main volumes, crooked chimneys, roofs at odd angles. It's familiar, but it also feels like something out of a dream. I wanted to bring that sense of surprise into a modern design. I kept the unconventional forms, but at the same time gave it a little bit of structure. Then I added modern elements like oversized glazing and skylights that allowed me to introduce light as part of the magical feeling. Next up, the materials. We all know the charm of traditional architecture. Thatched roofs, brick walls, wooden beams. But how do you translate it into something contemporary? I started with a structural frame inspired by half-timbered houses. Then I completely replaced the bottom part with glazing and kept the heavy brick on top. This made it feel like the house is standing on these triangular thin legs, adding, in my opinion, the feeling of wonder and surprise. As for the roof, it's a nod to traditional Dutch roofs, but with a twist. Being inspired with the detail of how such roofs are usually ended, I decided to translate this unique form into a skylight, and by doing so introduce new possibilities to play with light from both inside and outside. And here's my favorite part, the staircase. Do you remember that scene from Half-Blood Prince when Harry visits the Burrow? Ginny is downstairs and she's asking, "Have you seen Harry?" And bam, here's Molly, here's Ron, here's Hermione, shouting from the staircase. I mean, you would never get that from traditional modern staircase. So in order to achieve that, I twisted my staircase to get that effect. It wraps around central chimney and takes you on a journey throughout the house. Each step is an experience, not just a way to get from A to B. No straight lines, no boring right angles, just magic. I wanted every surface to feel rich and textured, just like when you visit timeless architecture and you can experience the old churches and castles. Colorful slate for the floors, straw for the thatched roofs, and finally, my favorite building material, the brick. Probably at some point I should do the whole video just about the brick. But in this case I decided to go for a minimalistic white Columba brick that, thanks to its textured surface combined with recessed joints, allowed me to create a surface that is incredibly textile and yet not too disturbing. I mean, a lot of things are happening in this house, so I needed some Scandinavian calmness to bring myself at ease. And let's talk about the magic. I wanted to give you the same magical feeling when you see Hogwarts for the first time at night. Being inspired by Peter Zumthor's chapel, where tiny little openings in the facades introduce some kind of daylight into the interior, I decided to woof glass fibers into the straw and end them up with glass marble. Effect during the day would be subtle, giving us the sense of the weather outside and the direction of the sun. At night, however, with the magic of LEDs, these glass marbles could light up just like the stars in the sky. And the whole house becomes this living, breathing organism of light. If you ask me, that's kind of magical. And we cannot complete the design without the right furniture. And Tradition did not sponsor this video, I wish they did. Because their designs are full of personality, it's perfect balance between the contemporary and classical. Their designs are bold and cozy at the same time, exactly what this house needed to become this warm and charming place, just like the Burrow is in the Harry Potter series. In the end, it's not about the house itself. It's about the people and the stories that fills the space. The Burrow isn't just a house, it's a home. It's a living, breathing world. And this is what I was trying to capture in my design. A little bit of wonder in every corner. Let me know if the modern architecture could use a little bit of magic. That's it for today. Thank you and see you in the next one. Bye!